Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2013. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, check out Twerktober if you want to go deep into October. And we have a lot to talk about because there is a lot of twerking happening in the universe. I love T-squares. Yesterday I brought up why I love T-squares because it puts pressure on us. Believe it or not, I like pressure. I like when things get dynamic and powerful and change. And this really forces you to build the T in your life, right? I think T's are a weird structure, right? It's like this single unit with this wide angle. It's like, you know, like a garage here in Los Angeles where you're like, how does this thing stay up? It's got the little Twinkie pigs, but it's got this huge awning. You're like, how does this thing stand up? A T-square can be like that where, wow, it's almost like the toothpick holding everything up. And that could be the pressure. And especially in Libra, as we're trying to like balance it all out, you have got to see that this is such a dynamic, powerful couple days here. The sun literally squares Pluto exactly. It opposes Uranus. This is the sweet spot of the reality that is happening in our lives, of the pressure to break of an old structure, to let go of old rules, to step into a new unique self. And this is the highlighting of what connections and whether or not your life is in harmony or balance. And when it comes down to connections, relationships, or the connection to yourself, the connection to a computer, the connection to, you know, what do you connect with and how does your life feel this connection? Does it feel harmonious? Does it feel balanced? And as it comes towards the pressure and see if it holds up well with your plans in your life, your destiny, how does it hold up with your identity, your courage? And speaking of Twerktober, Saturn and Uranus are starting to make their perfect quincunx right now. And you know what? It can be a little bit of a cunt. You know, because you've got Saturn, which is in Scorpio, in water, an intense fixed energy, and then Uranus in this fire, you know, cardinal energy. They don't really understand each other at all. And our identities are having to be reinvented and electrified. And more importantly, this is dealing with the courage that I speak of, or the ability to push the life and what you want to do. Really, it is new ways of pushing for, new ways of identifying. And it's at a weird angle with Saturn. And, you know, this Saturn energy in Scorpio is all about our truth. It's all about connecting to what you really want. You know, are you rolling in bed every night and going, I don't want to be next to this person? Are you looking at the job that you're at and being like, I just do not want to be here at all? You know, this is the same way as when you're like making out with somebody and starting to pull off their pants and you're like, no, I do not want to be in this room right now. What am I doing? You know, what are you doing? This leads to, are there connections in your life that are holding you back from your destiny, that are holding you back from pushing in the right way? Maybe because you're stuck and feeling that you need to partner with things that you really don't want, or maybe you're connected to things that really aren't your truth. That's what this is bringing up in your life. That it's not going to be easy as Jupiter in Cancer is wanting to go, woohoo, let's expand comfort zones. But in many ways, it's very hard to ask a Cancer to expand without doing it on their terms. Did you bring enough food? Did you bring enough soap? Do I have enough of my emotions in the right place? You know, we're all like not ready to move out of these comfort zones. You know, we're very comfy in these positions and sometimes we can get so comfortable that we don't want to move. A lot of this is having to leave your comfort. A lot of this is having to build a plan that's going to change your reality. That's because the moon in Virgo today is going to connect with Pluto. And I think that this is the thank God from the universe energy as holy cow, this change that you can emotionally embed yourself in has to be the change that you will start to understand this plan will make to your reality. That in many ways, if you execute this plan, if you start to understand this long-term energy of what you're here to live for, what your destiny is, what is your truth, living in it, making the identity of this truth, then you will start to see, oh my gosh, yes, I really can step into this energy. I really can live in my truth. I really can live in a life of harmony. Because this quincunx, which can be a cunt, because it's so weird, it's not a typical angle, gives you the opportunity to tweak a knob that you're not used to tweaking. You know, are you really emitting the right identity? Are you really pushing in the right direction? Is it all aiming towards your truth? Maybe you're rolling in bed every night to the wrong relationship. Maybe you're rolling in the wrong job every day, so you're pushing energy that you really don't want. And this identity, this understanding of who you are is coming out wrong. And that's what can make this so hard, as you have got to let go of so much connection that is not finding your own self. Mars in Leo wants to go for what it truly loves. We talked yesterday on how most people are mixing up love with what real love is. That they think love is through my relationship, or love is, love is so deep embodied in your own self. And this is us finding the ways to really anchor our lives in the correct energy. That it's not going to be easy. That you're going to have to go in the hardest direction possible. We talked about that yesterday. But with this moon in Virgo, there are little adjustments you can make emotionally. That you need to start to embrace the lifestyle you really want and not be afraid of actually stepping into this powerful moment, which makes or breaks you, which I guarantee you, you might be living by rules, you might be setting yourself up in old systems that need to crumble, and that this is the breaking on through the other side. You gotta punch yourself into this dynamic self. You gotta crack it a lot like a glow stick. You've gotta, you've gotta show the universe why you want it. One thing about Aries is you don't go into anything without that identification of it. You can't go start the Constitution of the United States without saying why or what it is or who you are and sign your name on it. This is us having to sign our names in our life and make sure that we're signing the name that's really of our truth. That when you sign that name, you know this is my identity and it is connected to exactly what I want. How confident are you in signing your name on the life that it's exactly the way that you want it? Is this the contract you signed up for? Saturn and Scorpio, I hate to say it, are renegotiating the contracts you have with the universe. Are you happy with the contract you and the universe have made? Because it's actually not the universe that is delivering you dog crap. It's your identity that you're emitting, your abilities to make plans, and the identity that you're carrying that is actually signing away and receiving the UPS dog crap that the universe is delivering in your lap. And it doesn't smell good, believe me. So the positive in this is it's time to dynamically sign your name and receive what you want, because you're so confident in this is what I am and this is who I am and I embody this truth. When I roll over at night, I want to be with that person. When I show up in the morning and wake up, I want to be in this energy. And to get there, it does not take just, oh yeah, I'm just going to just be it today. It's going to take a road that you have to show the universe that you're ready to plan for it, that you're ready to go for it. Rome wasn't built in a day. America wasn't built without signing its name and standing up for itself. So that's who's going to make it through this round. Those people who are gonna go. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Neptune and Mercury are perfectly trining that the signs are everywhere. You know what you want. You know. You know what you want. I don't even know if that's a song, but let's make it a song. You know what you want and you gotta go get it. And you gotta sign your name. How well do you sign your name? You should sign that name and look at it and go, I freaking love the way I sign my name. Do you see the way I sign that name? Bam! That's me! And it's embodied with what I would die for. When you start to pull the clothes off somebody and it's like, have you ever done that? Like when I was in high school, you thought that girl was cute and you made out with them and then you're in the back and you're like, okay, my buddy, page me. Can you page me, dude? This is back when we had pagers. You're like, oh, get me out of this situation here. This is not what I want. We're all at those situations now. Are these contracts correctly receiving the life that you want? And this is all coming to a headway right now in our lives. This week, bam, this new moon coming is going to be pressured. We're going into a month of breaking the old structure. On November 1st, guess what happens? The Pluto-Uranus square is exact. If you want to make it, Those who are making it are putting this hard work in. Pluto in Capricorn is a workhorse. Jupiter in Cancer is a lazy son of a gun who just sits on the beach with Mai Tais and actually doesn't even leave the hotel room. It's that person that is on vacation and doesn't leave the hotel room. And I know there's everybody out there who's done that before. And it's the polarization of both those energies. You're gonna see people who are extremely all the way, like climbing this mountain, and they're pushing their comfort zones in new areas. Then you're gonna find those that are not willing to leave their comfort zones, that are just sitting there and waiting for something to happen. And those people are crumbling pretty hard. That, you know, if it's not working out in any way, don't take that road. The whole point of this is to take a new road. So I hope that helps. Pay attention to the little things, because there's minor adjustments that you can make today that can impact everything. And go sign your name. I dare you. How powerful do you feel when you sign that name, and does it embody everything that you want to be? If you were up in heaven and all you had was a name signature, would you be happy with what embodied behind that signature? I ask you that question because that will tell you if you're on the right path. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you want to have a one-on-one reading before August 21st, which is the last day I'm doing readings before I go up the coast into Portland. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.